Before you were born, no, seriously, before your first breath, before your name, before your identity, imagine this. You were standing in a silent white room. In front of you was a massive spinning wheel. On that wheel were labels: rich, poor, genius, average, born in a war zone, born in peace, attractive, invisible, privileged, forgotten. A voice spoke. You may enter the world, but you don't get to choose who you'll be. You pull the lever, the wheel spins, and whatever it lands on becomes your life. That's the truth no one wants to admit. Success doesn't start equally. Some are born with advantages. Some are born in chaos. Some begin at the top floor. Some start in the basement. But here's the twist most people misunderstand. Your starting position is not your destiny. It's your operating system that decides everything, and most people never install the right one. Over my lifetime, I've watched millionaires destroy themselves. I've watched underdogs build empires, and the difference was never IQ, never luck, never talent. It was principles. Today, I'm giving you the 5 brutal life laws that separate winners from drifters. If you apply even one of them, your life trajectory changes forever. Let's begin. Most people think success comes from doing more networking, more side hustles, more courses, more opportunities. Wrong. Power comes from cutting. Let me tell you about a young entrepreneur named Daniel. Daniel was talented, driven, ambitious. He wanted to start a tech company, write a book, launch a podcast, get in shape, travel the world, invest in crypto, learn 3 languages. He was busy, but he wasn't winning. He was exhausted. So I asked him to write down his top 25 life goals. He did. Then I told him to circle only 5. He hesitated, because when you look at your dreams, they all feel important. But here's the brutal truth. Everything important cannot be equally important. He circled 5. I told him the other 20 are now forbidden. He looked shocked, but they're still good goals. Exactly. Good goals are the enemy of great ones. You don't fail because of bad ideas. You fail because of average ones that steal your focus. Energy is finite. Attention is finite. If you spread yourself across 20 directions, you move inches. If you focus on 5, you move miles. A laser cuts steel. A flashlight doesn't. Success is ruthless clarity. If you want to transform your life, you must learn to say no. No to distractions. No to average opportunities. No to being everything at once. You must eliminate to elevate. Most people are not living. They are performing. They buy cars for neighbors. They post for strangers. They choose careers for validation. They are prisoners of applause. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. If you were secretly excellent at something, but everyone believed you were terrible, would you still do it? Or if you were secretly terrible, but everyone thought you were amazing, would you choose that instead? Your answer reveals who controls you. There are 2 scoreboards in life. The outer one, reputation. The inner one, integrity. When you live by the outer scoreboard, you become fragile. Praise makes you high. Criticism makes you collapse. You're a puppet on emotional strings. But when you live by your internal code, you become unshakable. I once watched a businessman refuse to follow a market trend that was making everyone rich. He was mocked, called outdated, laughed at publicly, but he trusted his judgment. Months later, the market crashed. The crowd panicked. He remained untouched. Because he wasn't chasing applause. He was chasing truth. Freedom begins when you stop asking, "What will they think?" and start asking, "Is this aligned with who I am?" One of the most expensive mistakes in life is pretending to understand something you don't. Smart people fall into this trap constantly. They assume intelligence is transferable everywhere. It's not. You can be brilliant in one area and clueless in another. And that's okay. The real power is knowing where your competence ends. I once met a surgeon who tried to become a real estate investor overnight. He assumed his intelligence guaranteed success. He lost millions. Why? Because confidence without competence is arrogance. You don't need to know everything. You need to deeply understand one thing. Life throws endless opportunities at you, but unlike baseball, you don't have to swing. You can let pitches pass. You can wait. Wait for the opportunity that lands in your sweet spot, where you have an edge, where you understand the variables. Patience is a superpower. Most people lose because they can't tolerate waiting. They fear missing out. But missing out on something outside your mastery is not loss, it's discipline. Money lost can be earned back. Reputation lost rarely returns whole. Integrity isn't moral decoration, it's economic armor. If people trust you, life becomes frictionless. Deals happen faster. Opportunities flow easier. Doors open quietly. If they don't trust you, everything becomes expensive. Contracts, lawyers, second-guessing, suspicion. Before every major decision, ask yourself, if this appeared on tomorrow's front page, would I feel proud? Not legal, not profitable, proud. Because shortcuts are seductive, but they compound in reverse. It takes years to build trust, minutes to destroy it. And once cracks appear, they never fully disappear. Your name is your brand. Guard it like a fortress. Everyone wants fast results. Nobody respects slow growth, but everything powerful compounds. Wealth, knowledge, fitness, relationships, trust. Small daily actions repeated over years become unstoppable forces. But compounding is boring. You won't see change tomorrow, or next week, or next month. That's why most people quit. They interrupt the process. It's like planting a tree, then digging it up every week to check the roots. You kill growth through impatience. Success isn't explosive, it's cumulative. If you read 20 pages a day, that's 7,000 pages a year. If you invest consistently for 20 years, the curve becomes vertical. Time is the most underestimated asset. If you stay consistent long enough, the world thinks you're lucky. But you're not lucky, you're patient. Forget money. Forget titles. Forget applause. One day, you'll be gone, and people will speak about you. What do you want them to say? He was rich? Or, he was kind. He was present. He made me better. Reverse engineer your life from the end. Design your days based on your legacy. Because at the end, love is the only real currency. Money can buy attention. It can buy attraction. It can buy appearances. But it cannot buy genuine love. Love must be earned through character, and character is built through daily choices. You already won the lottery by being alive. You have access to knowledge. You have time. You have agency. Most people waste it drifting, but now you know the rules. Eliminate distractions. Ignore applause. Stay in your mastery. Protect your name. Play the long game. The world is full of people who know what to do, but it belongs to those who actually do it. Your move.